Let's try that again with microphone. Hello. Okay, so there's a 10-second delay while all of you guys get into the room. So I want to do a little bit of housekeeping just to welcome everybody to the video. This video is going to be about really connecting to your sense of abundance, the meaning of true abundance for you. And I have learned and I have discovered that me knowing what the definition of abundance is how I have the power to tap into my happiness. So I think this is going to be fun to talk to you guys about. For those of you who are joining the live stream later, thank you so much for finding the video. I am going to put timestamps on this video after so that you can scoot ahead to the important stuff. But I encourage you to definitely follow along with the chat because I am just leading the conversation that make the conversation amazing are super valuable and wonderful creators in and of themselves and overall add to the value of the chat. So welcome, 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 welcome. It looks like there's 5 people here this morning. So I want to go down the list and say hi to some people. So let's see what we got here. We got Jashim reminding me that I had no audio. I know, what's up with that? But I'm here. So Jashim is here and in the house. He got his early bird shout out. So don't forget to check out his channel. You want to absolutely be mesmerized by some amazing creating. We have Alessandra David. She is a creator. She's making really wonderful content on manifesting and empowering your life and really good things like that. So hello, Alessandra, and welcome to our Monday Motivation. Midwest Seller is here. Good morning. It's a new time. So I'm so grateful you guys are all here hanging out. Pamela DeVroe Smith is in the house. So hello to Pamela. And she's working on a video about abundance right now. Oh, I love it. Me and Jeannie are in the same vibe, which I always love. We always are. Me and Jeannie's brains think the same. It's amazing. She's really is. She's got some great content and we're really excited for her energy and that she's part of the crew. So welcomes are over. Let's get into this content because you guys know I spend a lot of time kind of thinking and journaling and really trying to pick up like where I'm going with all the things. This is what came to me. Last week we had such an amazing conversation on abundance. I can't remember if you were here just but we had a really wonderful conversation about 6 areas of abundance and tuning into what it means for ourselves. And in revisiting that and wanting to make more content, I realized I should have 7 areas of abundance and I completely missed one. So it kind of came to me that there are 7 areas of abundance in our life working with or places that we put our energy day to day. 7 areas, and they are love and passion. Oh, I should have put in there. Oh well. Love and passion, time, so free time, time to control our time, really, health, how healthy we are, social interactions, friends and all of that stuff. Having what does your social look like? Love, financial, career, and the 7th one that we added in is lifelong learning and spirituality. Whatever that is for you, but really, like, we should always be growing, right? Like challenging ourselves, learning new things. So what does that look like as an area of abundance? And I apologize because this is kind of confusing to read on the screen, but those areas of abundance, and we defined a little bit which one was the most important to us. So I remember for some people, I want to work on love and passion and increasing the abundance in love and passion, or time, really increasing their abundance in time. For me, time is an area of abundance that is really, really precious to me. And I really have designed a life where I get to decide all the minutes of my day. I need a ton of time taking care of my family and a ton of time taking care of my business. But because I get to control those blocks, it really feels good to me. And because it feels so good to me, because I feel an abundance of time, and I'm really happy in that space. So we talked about what of those areas of abundance were the most important to you guys and what you want to work on. So we're going to dive deeper. Are you guys ready for this? Let's get the chat going. How do you feel about your areas of abundance? Do you have one that you want to work on? Because we're going to dive deeper into these states of abundance and define the peak state of abundance for you. So if you guys can go back through that list, think for a second to yourself, what's an area of abundance that you feel is lacking? Is it time? Is it financial? Is it lifelong learning? Is it having, I want to say like spirituality and lifelong learning, but a lot of that is self-actualization. So like personal growth, connecting with yourself, getting to know yourself. Is that an area of abundance that you feel like is lacking? So go through the list. I'll pop it back up here again. Love and passion, time, health, social, self-love, which is such an important one. Financial, clear, so kind of that money vibe, lifelong learning, or spirituality. And I'm excited to hear what you guys are going to say. We've got some comments coming in, so I'm going to let those roll in because there's a bit of a delay. And let's see, which one would you guys like to focus in on today? Tell me which one you are making is super important to you. I really, really, really want to hear it. Like this, like my hair is still kind of wet, Jeannie, because gym and here and 1 hour earlier, I was like, wow, but thank you. The girls are introducing themselves. See, Alessandra, I'm telling you, this group is so full of love. It is crazy. Okay. Jeannie Lynch, she is working on her self-love. So she's looking at abundance for self-love. So that area, Kashim, time, always time, not enough time, need more time. We're going to talk about getting you into a place of abundance with time, and this is super exciting. Midwest seller, self-love as well. I'm going to say self-love as well. So thanks to Jeannie. She has been really challenging me to take care of myself, and so I'm going to pop that in there. Shim means for him, it means better management. Okay, we're going to fix that for you, Jim, by the end of this live stream. I'm so crazy excited. And I'm not even just Liz excited. I'm like actually excited. And AG Music is here. Hello. She was just on a live Zoom with some other music teachers who are very supportive. Hello to you and to all the music teachers. Hello. So we wanted you to pick an area of abundance from the list that we did last week. So we've got time and we've got self-love. So we've got some to work on, and this is the process. So if you guys are watching this after, if you've clicked onto this, pick one of those areas out of the list of the areas of abundance. Pick one that you really, really want to work on so that we can get into this. Now, the next step, which is so much fun. This is like, oof, the magic. This is where the magic is. Okay, so define the peak state of abundance for yourself in one of the areas. So it can be little or big, and there's no right answer. So what would be your peak state? So I would say because I've thought about this, I've been thinking about this. My peak state for self-love is knowing and really honoring and really investing that if I take care of myself, then I can do the best job at helping others. That's my peak state, is really looking at me to be self-love, whether it's getting my hair done or getting my nails done or going to the gym or all of those things that I do. That's self-love for me. That when I'm doing that, I'm actually investing in myself so that I can give out to the world, because my heart center, my space is always due for other people. And so that was my moment, but I want to hear it from you guys. Let's see. So you defined your one area. What's the peak state? So Jashim, peak state time. Peak state. If you were like having all the abundance in the world, if you were living in full abundance of that, what would that peak state look like? And like a lot of things going to come into your head about why you can't and, problems and this. Just let that go for right now. I promise you I'm going to take care of that for you. Your peak state of abundance for time and your peak state of abundance for self-love, since that's what we're talking about over here. But let's see. Oh, I don't have one from AAG. So if you give me one, let me know. So if you guys can dig into your peak, let me know what that looks like for you. So let me know in the comments the peak state, what that would look like. Is it For me, it's very health related. Doing my makeup, doing my hair, definitely taking time to get my nails done, which I haven't done since COVID. But most important for me is working out and having some sort of physical exercise. Okay, so Jeshim is saying, can I clarify what I mean by peak state? Okay, so if we're thinking time, because time is a category of abundance. And for you, it was having control over your time. Let me go back. Better time management. Okay. So for you to just go there, Jashim, in your mind. So sit in the space of time and have better management of it. What does that really look like for you to have maximum abundance? So to feel absolutely in control, just full. Like, it's hard to explain, but you just want to feel abundant with your time. So that could mean for you that you've got things really scheduled, or it could mean that you've taken things off your plate that don't belong to you, that you can let go to somebody else. So when you think of what you want time to look like, not what other people, not like productivity, not scheduling, if that's not your vibe, it's not my vibe. I can't do that whole planning thing. I love it and I think it's beautiful. It's just not my vibe. So for you, when you define time for yourself, what's the peak state? Is it that you have time in the morning to go to the gym? Is it that all you're working by 4 and you have your evening for yourself? Is it that you get all of your work done, at nighttime and you have all day to pursue your hobbies? What is that peak state? And you're defining it. Because that's really, really, really key, is that you guys are defining it. And that's what we're doing. Because when we have those seven areas of abundance, you got to define it for you. So self-love for me is going to the gym. Self-love for somebody else could be walking their dog, right? So define that area of abundance for you. I hope that helped. I hope that cleared it up. AAG Music says, hi. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay, Midwest Seller. Trying to get in 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. Need to get moving. Today is my birthday. You guys, happy birthday to Midwest Seller. We're virtually singing you happy birthday in our hearts. Something about getting older makes me think of the year ahead where I want to be physically. So defining that abundance for you in that space. So if it's health, define that. Like, I like walking. That is my happy abundance to me, is making sure that I walk 10,000 steps a day so that you can feel like, get it inside of your soul. For me, abundance is walking hills on the treadmill at the gym and doing training in the weight room. Very questionable, because there's I have felt so much pressure over the years to do what is cool for workout. And when yoga started off, like, first off, I started weightlifting, oh my God, 25 years ago, when girls were like not in weight rooms. It was just weird. And I felt a lot of pressure to get started in yoga or to join a group sport, like soccer, that just didn't make me happy. The weight room makes me happy. So for me to feel abundant in my health, I got to have a green juice and I got to have a gym. So that's my definition of abundance in health. Okay, so let's see where you guys are at. AEG Music is saying, I agree with you, Liz. For me, it's after I've done my morning routine, I feel better and positive. Okay, so you've kind of defined it now, I hope, for you guys in your one area. So I hope Jashim is thinking like, if it was perfect, like peak perfection, what would my time look like? Like, what would my ideal, calendar be like if time is the thing that he's wanting to get better at? Okay. So now really think about it and describe it. What are the habits? What are the thoughts? What does it look like? What does it smell like? Who's there or isn't there? And what do you look like? So as you guys are sitting there, and I appreciate you being here, this is a different kind of conversation, but I promise you, if you do this and you really dig into it with me and then go through the other 7 areas of abundance, you're going to start creating that picture of really what's important to you. And once you master it, and once you master it on your terms, you'll be happy and no one will be able to take the happiness away from you, because you're defining it on your terms. So it's pretty magical. And I've had this experience myself. So think about that peak state. You've kind of drawn it up in your mind. So if I'm thinking about my peak state of self-love, I'm getting my hair done every 8 weeks. I'm making the time to get my nails done. I still work construction. Okay, side note on construction, just Shim, I almost sent you a video. I was going to send you a video of me on construction site yesterday. Yesterday I was on site. I was being a construction worker. I was driving a skid steer and everything. But moving on. Because I spend a lot of time on construction sites and with things that are dirty, I really like to have my nails done because my fingernails get super gross and dirty. And if I'm out all day working, I can't always clean them. So I like that they look clean, if we're being honest. So making sure I have that made as importance. And then when I sit to that, what are the habits? It's doing it all the time. What does it really look like? I can see myself sitting in the chair, getting a fresh manicure, pedicure, knowing that I'm not wasting time, knowing that I shouldn't feel guilty about doing something for somebody else, really knowing that I'm investing that in myself. I've got a warm cup of coffee there. I'm by myself. I don't have friends with me. I'm by myself because I love to take time to reflect inward. So that's kind of the whole scene. So I got really, really juicy with it. And I hope you guys did too. When you're thinking about that peak state, let me know. Happy birthday to the Midwest Seller. Woohoo! Okay. So we have, hopefully you guys have gotten that vision, that whole, like, what does it all really feel like? And does anybody else want to volunteer? I would love somebody else to share their ideal story. So this is truly that ideal story of if you were living in maximum abundance in the peak state of that state, what would it look like? Can you tell us about it? I'm really interested to hear what this feels like for you guys. But moving on. Here's the next question. What is keeping you from experiencing that state now? So this is where I said, hold on, don't let all those limiting beliefs pop in your head. What is keeping you from experiencing that peak state now? So if it's time, and Jeshim sort of imagined himself having, really feeling abundant with his time, what is keeping you from doing that now? And this is for you, again, not for anybody else, not like what other people are telling you to do, because that's sometimes the problem, is we're buying into that. It's really, what are you doing? Okay. And then, so what is keeping you from experiencing the peak state? Think about that. Get juicy with it. And now here is my next question. Is it real and tangible? So whatever is keeping you from experiencing that peak state, is it real and tangible? So for me, if I really love time, I really love that I have full control of my time. I feel super crazy abundant with my time. I have tons of it. I love it. I love how I use it. I love all those things. So if I was forced to be in a position where I had to go back to work and I had to say work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, that would be a block to my abundance of time that's real and tangible. So that's what I mean by real and tangible, and then emotional. So with time, sometimes we can get ourselves busy, we can get ourselves distracted, we can get ourselves looking around at all kinds of different things instead of just executing one after the other. So I don't do any time scheduling. You guys know I do my journaling for the day, I plan my ideal day, and then I simply just execute. If something, and I just execute the most important to the least important, and then some things end up moving to the next day, and that's okay because I know that I did my best. I know that I showed up. I know that I tried. I know that I had a plan, and I don't feel guilty about it because I did it. I tried. I did my thing. So let's see. You guys are dropping in with all the comments. I'm so excited to hear what you guys have to say. I can tell you guys are thinking this. I can tell that you're thinking about this, and I'm loving it. Distractions, but I don't mind being on live with you all. No distractions. It's totally fine. Totally fine. Oh, distractions is the time. Yeah, okay. I feel that vibe for sure. Jeannie Lynch, it would mean to stop pushing what I think I need to do and move with what my body is asking me to do, AKA rest. Today I stopped pushing and canceled my ride to pamper myself. Yes. Good job, Jeannie. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's see what else. Midwest Seller, time. Not enough time in the day to get all the things done. I have to make time and make it a priority for me. So let's go back to the question, Midwest Seller, because where are we? So is that real and tangible? Do you really not have enough time? Do you really have like morning meetings, lunch meetings, dinner meetings, like all of those things? Is there something like, because I don't know, maybe you're actually really busy with time blocks and people who need you, or is it emotional? Is it just this emotional sense of I'm overwhelmed, there's too much to do and everybody needs me? So what is your core belief around that? Is your core belief, you guys, this is crazy. Like, okay, Jessie, I'm gonna talk about you for a second with distractions. If your core belief is I'm always distracted, or I get distracted easily, but you like to hang out with people, you can start to shift that. So you can really start to shift that in that the time that I spend getting distracted or doing the thing that distracts me is of value to me. That is valuable time. Because if you're getting distracted doing something like hanging out with us, it must make you happy, right? Because remember, defining abundance is just being happy on your terms. That's it. That's all happiness is being happy on your terms, right? And then once you have that, you get to define abundance. I guarantee that there's not very many women out there in the world who spent their Sundays, you guys straight up, I can't even make this up, spend their Sundays grading land that isn't draining properly with a skid steer and steel-toed boots and a like beep, 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 beep laser to fix a drainage swale. And yeah, did that all day outside in like 20-degree weather with their husband. And that's how they spent their Sunday afternoon, making money. And it was really great. That to me is abundance. I love to be outside. I love to be physically active. I love working with my husband. We work great together. I love learning my way around the heavy equipment a little bit better. Oh, and I did a kick-ass job backing up the truck and trailer with a skid steer on it. So because I can really stand in my definition of abundance, I can be happy. Does that make sense? Is that working? How are we feeling? Oh my gosh. So when you're thinking about those things that are blocking you, if they're real and tangible, that's something concrete that you have to take away. So if you're volunteering at 2 places, one has to go. If it's emotional and in your mind, you're like, oh, I'm distracted all the time and I suck. And like, why can't I just be focused? That is a message that somebody has given to you. Take ownership of it and just get rid of it because you don't need it. Okay. So let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Jashim, this helps me explore abundance in other areas. It starts to get you thinking. Like I've spent a lot of time because of you guys who I love and appreciate so very much. I've spent a lot of time thinking about why I can be happy. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm just happy and content. What are the words you want to say? I really only feel happy and go lucky. Like, that's just how I feel. And I was spending a lot of time thinking about that. And my happiness or my like inner joy that bubbles out of me has come from me defining what is abundance to me. Not to other people, not to like magazines, not to like the world. What is it to me? Okay, so I love that we're doing this. Let's jump in and say hello to Marguerite. Hello, we moved up the time, Margs. Oh, where'd you go? Woo, you guys are lighting up the comments now. I love it. Okay, yeah, I moved it up by 1 hour. So I don't know. Let me know if that works for you guys. Actually, let's play a fun game. Can you guys set me your ideal time in your time? I'll do the math. I'll convert it. So is your ideal time like 9 Eastern time? Is your ideal like 10 p.m. South African time? Whatever it is for you. Can you just hit me up in the comments? I would love to know what's the most ideal time. Everybody is saying hi to Marguerite. Okay, so Jeannie is saying her block to that is taking care of others over herself. Okay, so is that real and tangible? Do you have like a sick dog that you need to babysit? That's real and tangible. If you have a sick dog that you need to babysit, Therefore, you cannot take care of yourself. Therefore, you don't have to feel bad about not taking care of yourself, so you can just be happy. See how that works with real and tangible? If it's emotional that you're taking care of your other people instead of you, you need to dig into the core belief behind that. Let's see, AAG music. For me, it's getting distracted, whether it's other people, my phone ringing, my cat, and not focusing on what I need to do in the moment. Okay, you guys, I love this. I'm going to keep reading these because we're going to move on and start solving these for you guys. That's the thing. I get disappointed with myself when I don't accomplish what I need to do. I need to shift my thinking and be happy with what I did accomplish. We're getting there. Whoa, this just makes me so happy. Okay, sorry, I'm reading and not showing. Listening to others when it doesn't really matter to me in the moment, and learning to listen to my inner voice and not what's going on around me. That is the comment of this live stream. Yes, it is. Because this is in all the things. So in all the areas of abundance, if you listen to others when it doesn't really matter to you in the moment, and you're not listening to your inner voice, and instead listening to what's going on around you. That is it. Let's see. Marguerite just scrolled up and she's saying, happy birthday, Midwest Seller. We love it. We love it. Hold on. This is so incredible, Liz. Cool Sunday. Yeah, it was such a fun Sunday for me. This is so powerful, and it really is powerful. And there's going to be more. Like, this is so hard to do in a live stream. So I'm going to break up all these little pieces on my channel over the next weeks and such. So keep sharing the message and getting as many people out there into it, because I really believe if we can raise the happiness level, like if we can take the whole world's level of happiness, you guys know that I believe happiness has value. You know that it's like a quantifiable thing to me. So if we can take the whole world happiness level and just move it up like 1 degree, 1 degree, that's all we need to do. And then we're going to be happy. Let's bring the temperature down 1 degree and the happiness up 1 degree. That's what we're doing here. So AAG Music says, I have some family issues that I'm dealing with, so I need to distance myself from that at times in order to focus on myself and what makes me happy. Yes. I like this time even 1/2 hour later than we did today. I like this time, or even 1/2 hour later. Okay, got it. Jim is putting his time. Midwest Seller has got his time. Marguerite's got her time. That's great. Okay, so let's move on, you guys. So what is the first habit you can do? So you guys know I'm into habits. You know, I'm kind of into routines. You know, I'm into like my journaling vibe, setting intentions and just being really present with myself to know like, what am I doing? And that's how I get the space to sort of, I guess, think some things that are mine and not other people's. So what's the first habit you guys can do? The day one. Do get from where you are. Oh, misspelling errors again. So what's the day one to get from where you are to peak abundance? So state that it was for self-love. I know a lot of you guys have talked about self-love and taking care of yourself there. What's the first habit? Is it starting your morning every morning with a glass of water and lemon and a positive affirmation? Like, I'm doing this because I'm increasing my health. Like, this glass of water and lemon is making me healthier. You're drinking the glass of water and health, and then you know you did that for you. So what's the first one little habit? Tell me, because I hope you guys have gotten thinking. Like, I hope Jishim's thinking about his time, and he's like, you know what? Yeah, like, I like to be distracted because I like being social and seeing what's going on out there in the world, which I can totally see that for you, Jishim, and how creative you are. So how do you make that a valuable piece of your time? Because you are crazy creative, and because you are creative, you need a crap ton of information coming to you. That's probably why you're feeling distracted, right? Or you're calling it distracted because that's what it looks like to the outside world. But in reality, you're soaking up creativity. So like, change that story. Let me know if that resonates with you. I feel like that's a good vibe because I feel like you're not getting distracted. I feel like you're pulling for creativity. Does that make sense? And if it does, now if you're taking out distractions and you can really bank that as creative time, I think you're going to find now you have some free time to take care of nuts and bolts. Let me know if that makes sense. So what is the first habit you can do in just one of these areas of abundance? And there's 7 of them. So there is going to be, like I say, more content coming onto this mindset, because I do believe that once you guys and myself can quantify our abundance, then we own it. We own that definition, and then we own happiness. And that can be like, you want 6 Ferraris, like go and get 6 Ferraris. You can absolutely do that. Step into that, figure out how it happens, go through all that stuff. But it's probably like not, right? Because it rarely is abundance like, for me, I really like designer handbags. Rarely is abundance for me like another designer handbag. You know what I'm saying? So let's just go on. Ooh, so many comments, you guys. Oh, and I could see comments from, okay. Let's see. Marguerite is saying, I always try to make at least your Monday. Don't worry, girl. You do you. You are always here. We are always thinking of you, and we always love you all the way to the moon. You are amazing. And do not worry. Okay, so Midwest Seller, her one habit is get up early. Okay, yeah, I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, my time. And here's the phrase that gets me out of bed. If you guys want to know my magic phrase that gets me out of bed, I'm going to tell you. It is, the morning breeze has secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep. That's from Rumi, and I learned that via Wayne Dyer. So the morning breeze has secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep. And there really is some magic that happens when you wake up early, because just nobody's there, and like you can do you. And when you can do you, you can start building off those blocks. Okay. Marguerite says, I love that we're talking about abundance. My morning routine is the best for setting up for success. I did not design that comment to follow what I just said. So thank you, Marguerite, because yes, definitely. Okay, Jess Shim, you guys, is on the same line. Waking up earlier and getting things done before the world wakes up and starts distracting me. The morning breeze has secrets to show you. Don't go back to sleep. Like I said, that is truly a mantra that I say to myself. Like I this morning I woke up at 4. My first thought was, you're supposed to wake up. It's really early and you're supposed to wake up. The morning breeze has secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep. And then I get up and make coffee. Jeshim says, I'm 100% right. I see the distractions as me creating ideas. Now you have power, Jeshim. I promised you I was going to make this. I was going to bring this around. Now you have power. Now you have power, because those distractions aren't distractions. They're consuming information and creating ideas. Now, take out that word distractions just really needs to not enter your vocabulary anymore. It needs to be valuable time that you are becoming an inspired creator, a gifted creator, make no doubt about it. Now you control it. See how this sense of control? See how we started the conversation feeling bad about ourselves and wishing we could be doing better. And now you have control because you've just reframed the mindset of it. And now let me ask you a question. You're supposed to be working on something, which is great. You're supposed to be working on something. You go out and you look for creative ideas. You need to take a break from what you're working on to get your creative juices flowing. Now you're going to go back to what you were working on, feeling really empowered. And let me ask you, now do you feel abundant? And because you have control over your abundance, do you feel happy? Let me know. I'm excited. Let me know. Midwest Seller says, I get so much I enjoy the sunrise. I love to beat the sun. Jashim says, I'm not really that smart. This is exactly what I meant by attending these lives. It helps me out in my other areas regarding abundance. I try, and it's only because I really think we can move the needle 1%, you guys. I really, really believe that we can move the needle 1% happier. Because if you're feeling better, Jashim, you're going to tell somebody else. You're going to smile at the next person who, you pass on the street. Okay, maybe not, because I know you live in New York City and that's like not a thing you guys do, but you know what I'm saying. Now you're going to just be 1%, and then you're going to make somebody else 1%, and it's all going to come together. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Let's see. Alessandra. I'd like to get better at organizing my internet time. So define that for you. Define maximum abundance. If it was absolutely abundant, if you were feeling like, oh, juicy good, what would it look like? What would it sound like? Who would be there? All of the things. And then how do you reframe that? Just like we did with Jishim, which was amazing. 6 isn't enough. I want 7 Ferraris. I also want you to have 7 Ferraris. I already imagine myself coming to New York and getting to meet you, and I expect you to pick me up at the airport in a Ferrari. So putting that out in the universe. Jishim. So funny. Jeannie Lynch, say hello to my house and show gratitude for being safe and secure in my home, which is super magical. I've been trying to do that with Jeannie because I'm really bad at keeping my house clean. And I've been trying to tell my house I love it and motivate myself to clean, which is not an area of abundance, cleaning your house. Marguerite, I agree with Jashim. I learned so much from these lives. It's nighttime here, but it's such an epic nighttime routine. Yeah, 4 a.m., girl. I love waking up early. Okay, I've recently turned off the news to get a spiritual call on Facebook. Yes. My husband told me the funniest thing. Everyone says that the early bird gets the worm, but no one talks about the early worm getting eaten first. Ooh, Marguerite must be a night owl. Marguerite must be a night owl. He's got a solid point there. I use that phrase Saturday morning. I remembered it from another episode. It worked. I got up and journaled. Yeah, I love that. And like I said, it came from Wayne Dyer. It's actually, he said that that's how, when he started to become a writer, he had read that poem by Rumi when he was like a professor, but he wasn't like connected to his heart calling when he was working. And then he started waking up early and then he got clarity. And so it's kind of, and I really do feel alignment with that because I also got clarity. AEG, I agree. When you have a great morning, then things can set the tone for the rest of the day. If I was a bird, I'd be an early bird. If I was the worm, I'd sleep late. Marguerite, it's nighttime. Marguerite is in South Africa. Isn't that exciting? Can you guys all put where are you? I think I know where all of you guys are, but just for fun, just so you guys know where all of you are. Exactly, Jashim. I need to take time to carve in watching this live as it helps me over the rest of the week. I am committed to this Monday Motivation Live. I know we have some work to do with timing and when it is, and I do ask for your guys' help to just tell one person, just get one person onto the live because it's always going to be good and it is always going to help you. It's going to help you. And it's not because I know any of the things. It's because I've screwed up all of the things and I am still learning. The only thing that I'm trying to show up and do is that when I learn, when I fall down and when I do the stupid thing, I tell you all the thing I learned and then we all get better. Okay. So, hold on. AEG, positivity is contagious, and that's what I get from these lives. Jeshim, I do agree. You've helped shift my mindset. Okay, so we're back to Jeshim and his time mindset. I do agree. You've helped me shift my mindset to appreciate my distractions and reframe it and accept it as a form of abundance. Rumi, get what Jeshim said. Yes. So now that's how I'm happy. That's how I find my happies. The Shims is so good. Marguerite, no, we're both early birds. He just made a funny point. We are fast asleep by 9 p.m. I know. I turn off at 8 p.m. I'm like a robot in shutdown mode. I'm like, my kids know, like, don't ask me to go downstairs and give you a kiss goodnight. Dad has to do it. Kiss me at 8 o'clock and mom's out. Wow, it's crazy of how global. Yeah, it is. It's truly amazing how global. Liz, change your mindset. You didn't make mistakes. You were learning. Yeah, I absolutely. It's funny. I spend a lot of time with kids and they're always like, oh, I'm bad at this, or I'm bad at this, or I'm bad at spelling. I'm bad at math. And I'm always like, no. You're learning math. And I am learning so much. I have so much invested in myself and in just really flourishing and bringing as many people with me as possible. Jeannie's in Florida. Midwest Seller is in Ohio. Jeshim is in New York City. I'm in Calgary. Basically, I'm in Calgary. Okay. So there you go, guys. Let me know any final thoughts that you have in the comment box. Like I said, this whole concept of you guys defining abundance, so like abundance being defined by us in all of the categories, and really honing in on that, really finding our blocks. Like once we have that vision of the abundant state that we want to have, finding our blocks. So if they're real and tangible, like an abundant state for me is spending 2 weeks in Mexico because I'm Canadian and I just want summer. But a real and tangible block to that is I'm probably not going to go to Mexico during COVID, right? So I can let that go. That doesn't have to affect my core sense of self because it's real and tangible and it's beyond my control. So I don't know. I'll drink pina coladas and get my husband to truck home a load of sand. The sentences I get to say. But anyways, so know whether your definition of abundance, that magical, beautiful place that you decide, you get to describe that area of abundance. The blocks to it, are they real and tangible? Or are they emotional? And is it something that you're thinking? And how can you change that? Reframe it, just like Jeshim did. If you're watching this later in the live stream, you need to go back in and kind of dig into some of the comments and stuff with Jeshim, because that reframing, where he started, which I'm not even going to say because it's gone and it no longer has energy, but this awareness that he is maximizing his potential and investing in himself. Woo! Now he can feel happy. Now, because he can feel happiness in that thing and know that that's a definition of his abundance, I bet you're going to see Jeshim. Tell me next week, you're going to be so much more efficient with your time because you're going to be excited in a weird sort of way. So let's see any final thoughts that you guys have going on. Alessandra is in Los Angeles. Love Los Angeles. I need a pina colada poolside. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's going to really hurt. We go every other year to Mexico, and last year we don't go. So this year was supposed to be our go to Mexico year, and my Canadian soul is crying. Okay, moving on. I'll definitely work on what my peak abundance state is and focus on that more now that I have some guidance. Thank you. Sundays with Heart has arrived. Hello. I'm so sorry. I changed the time. I hate it if, you guys did have a habit of showing up at noon my time or our usual time. So I'm going to dig through those comments and try to find the very best time for everybody. Hello, everybody's saying hello to our friend Sundays with Heart. Marguerite has a question. How do you feel your mindset has changed this year of being a YouTuber? How has it contributed to your abundance? And thank you for bringing us all together. Here is the answer to that. I was depressed because I had a message in my soul that needed to come out. My not speaking made me feel horrible. And so I had depression. I was like, sum that right up. I think I knew I was supposed to talk about stuff. And now I talk about stuff. And it makes me feel really freaking good. And I get scared because I think people are going to talk about me sometimes. And I don't really care because this is abundance to me. And I'm learning. And I'm totally okay with learning. So I'm happy. I'm not perfect. Oh, God, no. I don't even want to be perfect. I want to keep screwing up. I want to keep learning awesome things. There you go. Sundays with Heart can't go either. Judy says, not all abundance is good. You can have an abundance of bills. No to that. Oh, and yes, Sundays with Heart, they're doing their birthday live stream. So you guys check out their channel. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to set a reminder for that. So that is it. I hope that you guys have a really super wonderful, beautiful Monday live stream, Friday live stream. I think maybe we'll go back to noon for the Friday live stream just to test that out in those two different time changes. It's going to be for creators, creator focused, YouTube focused. And I think we're going to stay along the vine. Like, since we're talking about abundance and authenticity, really let's define that as creators. So we want to be abundant with our viewers and we want to be authentic. And start thinking now, what kind of viewers do you want? Do you want like one-hit wonders, or do you want loyal followers? And I think that's like a really fun question. And hopefully Marguerite can be around. If you're around, if it works, no pressure, because we'd love to talk to you. Maybe give us some insight on your amazing video that's gone massively viral, girl. We're so proud of you. So proud of you. So yay. Midwest Seller, I'm happy to hear you are out of your depression. Truly, honestly, 100%. It was because I needed my voice to come out. That sounds so weird, but that's what it was. Well, we're so happy to hear you talk. You're a champion as you talk. Thanks, girl. And thanks for the shout out. So that's it, you guys. I have got a crap ton of construction paperwork to take care of. I have to do some invoicing and sort receipts, blah, blah, blah. So it'll be a perfect time for me to catch up on your guys' YouTube videos, because I love the distraction when I'm doing my paperwork. I adore each and every one of you. I am always grateful for your time. I am so incredibly happy to see how you guys move the needle 1%. So if you have me on Instagram, can you send me a message? Let me know how this changed you. Let me know how it fired you up and made you excited. Let me know how it made you see things differently. Let me know your lightning moment. I know Oprah Winfrey says aha moment. For me, they like strike you like lightning and they light you up from the inside. So let me know your lightning moment. I'm so super excited. This is just amazing. Marguerite, my mind has changed so much. Yes, so same thing, Alessandra. Yes, definitely there. Just Marguerite will try to be there, girl. Don't worry, no pressure. We'll catch you today. Dashim, thank you for showing up. I love you, Mark. I'm so excited to get to meet all of you guys. Thanks for another great topic. You guys have such a super awesome week. Can't wait to see you Friday. New video coming out tomorrow or Wednesday on how to set up your live streams. So if you guys are interested in learning about this platform that I'm using, I did a whole video on it for you guys. So I will talk to you guys soon. I adore you. Bye.